I don't know if that's going to work or not. Ow! I don't know. Hi, everyone. I'm Linda from Ontario, Canada. Linda's asked us to share our twin flame stories. Wow. Mine started many years ago, back in the 80s. I remember having a dream about a country, Jamaica, and I didn't understand at the time. I thought it was a place maybe I was going to go to, who knows. So as the years went by, I finally opened my heart to my spirituality, I guess is what you would word it as. And many things happened. And I got to see a lot of things. And a lot of things I didn't understand. But I just kept holding my faith. There's a reason. And that threw in a bit of my belief too, that who are we to judge if it's true or not? But one thing I always believed in was never a fantasy world. It's what I wanted things to be. It was never been about that. So anyway, through my marriage it ended, and on and on. Like I said, back in the 90s, I opened my heart and I saw life, the spiritual side of it, and the visions and dreams were happening, and spiritual things were happening, and it's like, wow, a whole new world opened up for me, and I accepted it. But in the meantime, I was still having this feeling inside my heart, like I was spoken for, like I belonged to someone, or a connection of something. I never understood that. But anyway, I kept kind of searching, and many times I didn't date, I didn't go out, didn't drink, didn't do alcohol at all, never smoked marijuana. No, just didn't do any of it. I saw what it did to my family, but anyway, I don't want to get into that part. Anyway, I started having dreams of this man, and he was staring into my eyes. It was like he was on top of me. I was laying down on the bed, and he was staring right into my eyes, and who is that? It's like, I don't know this person. He was dark. Like, I could feel, but it was so strong and intense. So that always stayed in my mind. And I just kind of put it back over yonder and said, we'll leave it, So anyway, time went on and stuff. And then I started getting online, and I used to go into this reggae music lounge, as they call it, this online radio station, and which led me up to about, well, actually, there's a combination of about 2010. Things started to happen. I kept feeling somebody watching me, and I never knew who it was, so I kind of kept an eye out, and just couldn't figure it out. And I kept seeing this one guy over and over again. So we got to talking on the phone one time. I'll just say DJ number 2, okay? He was a friend of the one I'm connected to, the Flame, Twin Flame. Anyway, he kept going by, and I was on the phone with him, and I said, so why didn't you ever stop and say hello to me? And he wouldn't give me an answer. So I thought, okay, I'm going to let that go. All he could say was, call the police. And I'd go, what? Why should I call the police? Yeah, you were stalking me, but why? He had no interest. He never came to talk to me, never went out for coffee, nothing, right? So I thought, okay, well, we'll just leave it be. So anyway, time went on. And this main DJ number 1, he was the one I ended up realizing in time, because of the connection. He would make my heart, I would burn, but good, feel me so much. I can't even find the words. I don't even know what to say, but there was such a strong love and excitement and joy and contentment and oneness, I guess you could call it. But I never knew who he was till that night. That DJ number 2 was in the lounge when I was in there, and it wasn't, he complained, he said, oh, it's getting too hot in here. So he left the music lounge. DJ number one, which is on the mic doing his show, it hit me. It was him all along. So, mind you to say, back in 2010, I was being stalked, but didn't know why, because I always felt there was somebody watching me, but I didn't know who it was. So, after that, him and I connected. Well, in January, it ended up being, I'm going to skip a few years, because I don't know what else to say. Anyway, in between, it's a blur to me right now. Back in 2016, my mom had died on January 29th of 2016. I stayed with her till she passed. And then my brother, he was only 11 months younger than me. He passed in April of 2016. April 2nd, actually. So anyway, I was in mourning. Like, I was totally shocked, my brother passing, okay? Well, I used to go into that music lounge because the music would kind of make me feel better. Yeah, I'm going to be honest, I listen to reggae. Okay, majority of the time now, but I fluctuate, okay? So here we are in the music lounge, and the DJ, number one, the one that owns the radio station, he's playing all these songs and paying attention to me and calling me out and everything, and I had a really good time. And this would happen for weeks on end, and all of a sudden one night, I was fighting him because I felt he was a player anyway, and I thought, okay, fine. So anyway, we got to talking on the phone. I said, well, DJ number one said that you were racist. You can't stand white people. I go, well, I'm not white, but okay, if you want to judge me as white, go ahead. And so anyway, we got to talking, and I asked him if he would accept this gift that I had made, because I knit and I bead and I do different crafts, and I like to just give him. That's the way I feel that we should do, you know. If it's going to make somebody smile, then do it, right? Like, I mean, why does everything have to have a price tag on it, right? I'm not like that. Never was. I'm flat broke, actually, and I'll still find something to give. But anyway, back to my twin flame. Sorry, I keep getting off, but it's just to let you know where I'm coming from, so that there would be a sort of an understanding instead of more questions. So anyway, I asked him if he would accept this gift that I had, and what it was a Jamaican necklace and bracelet to match with the flag in the middle of it. I thought, okay, fine, I'll do that. You know, and he accepted. I says, okay, so we hung up. So this was back in, what, April? Latter part of April. So I never heard from him, just online. He was my friend. I was still out in the radio station and everything else like that. So I thought, okay, this is great. Then after, I don't know, something went really weird. I don't even know what conversations or whatever, but anyway, in August, I decided. I ended up getting a ride to London, which is like 20 minutes from me, from where I live. London, Ontario, Canada, right? About 20-25 minutes. And he was doing a public show, okay? Remember, public show means anybody can stop in and say hello, like DJs do that, right? So I thought, okay, fine. So I went in there, and he was busy on the phone, so I stayed and talked to his friend, and he owned the shop that he was doing it. Anyway, I went in there and talked, and everything was going fine, and I handed him, and he was not very nice to me. He actually said, oh, they make these down in Jamaica, right? And I go, yeah, right, okay. Fine, they do, but not this one, because I made it here in Canada, okay? Leave it to me to come up with this thing. So anyway, I left, and I could feel this really uneasiness, like I did the worst, violent, horrible crime. Like, I just came in to say hello and give you a gift and then leave. That didn't turn out that way. Well, after that, I was called the stalker. And this DJ number one, the one, my twin flame, kept saying to me, oh, thank goodness for so-and-so being here. He saved the night and everything. I was so grateful for him being there. And I'm going, what the heck? It's like, I don't even have a car. Like, I mean, to go stalk this guy? So anyway, time went on. That was in September. And then near the end of September 2016, I had talked to one of his friends. That was his friend. And we always played around in the it was another female, and got along with her fine. And then we started talking in private chat. I told her, well, you got to be careful when women are online. There's a lot of psychics and a lot of predators, male predators out there, right? Like on the spiritual level that like to take your energy, suck your energy, like a psychic vampire. Well, lo and behold, our conversation ended. Nothing really said. And all of a sudden, before I know it, she had twisted everything around and told DJ, my twin flame, a bunch of lies that I had made up. And then I went in, I was in the music lounge at the time, and I was listening to the music, and all of a sudden, they started at me. They all started to attack me. Spiritually, saying, oh, I'm a liar, and I'm a stalker, and I said all these bad things about my twin flame. And I'm going, no, I didn't say that. You got that wrong. So I thought, okay, well, there it goes. It just went right out the window. My heart broke. Oh, did I cry. Okay, so I thought, well, you know what? I don't need this drama in my life. I don't need it. I've got my other path to walk. You know, my spiritual path, we all have that. We have a twin flame, but we also have a spiritual path. Some have found it, some are still searching. I'm not the judge of that, okay? I just know that I found it, and I know what I need to do. I know my path, okay? But anyway, this went all haywire. Well, he unfriended me, and he blocked me from the music lounge. I couldn't go in there no more, so no more listening. So I said, you know what? I'm done. I'm gone. So I walked away. I thought, yep, that's the best way to do it. Just get away from this. So 6 months went by. I kept my block up. I blocked him because I didn't need to be hurt. Like, he's supposed to be such a fair man and listens to both sides of the story. He never even took the time to ask me what was true and what was not. He took his friend's side. So anyway, I walked away for 6 months. I thought, I don't need this. So during that 6 months, I healed and dealt with it. And I said, oh, they're just nothing but drama people. They just love the drama and they thrive on it. In the meantime, he was still posting on his wall that I'm a stalker. It's like, for coming there to give you a gift, I'm a stalker. Okay. Can't figure that rationality out, but I'll leave it. Anyway, my throat's dry, that's why I need a drink. Anyway, time went on, and I healed, and then all of a sudden I could feel him again. He was connecting with me so intense, like even wake me up, right? Like, I mean, wake me up out of a dead sleep. And I could feel him. And the connection in my heart, he was pulling on my heart so strong. Now, I don't understand everything yet. I'm still learning too. But the connection was so strong that even I would become stimulated. This was going on all through this time since we connected. I forgot to mention too that when we connected, when our hearts finally connected, while I was still mourning my mother and brother of them passing, I could feel him. So intense. I could actually see in his heart. And what I saw in his heart was such peace, tranquility, calmness. And I can't even get into all the words. I can't even figure out the words. Okay? Now, mind you, through all this connection, I don't like to get too personal, but I'm going to be blunt with you. I was constantly stimulated. And it's like, that I've always kept under tabs. Like, I'm able to shut it off. But with this guy, I can't shut it off. I've tried. I'm getting control of it. I'm getting better now, but that's like, what, 2 years later? 3 years later? Okay, so anyway, what happened? Well, we ended up connecting. I went back into the lounge. I was able to listen and stuff like that. And then things just went kind of weird and everything was going good. And the connection, but I kept saying, why am I being blocked? I did nothing wrong. Like, what have I done wrong? So here I'm beating myself up, okay, fault, I know. I'm learning, all right, because I'm so sensitive to things that I'm not here to offend people. I'm not here to steal anybody's thunder. I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes. I'm not trying to take anything. I want nothing from nobody because I like to give. I'm the giver. I'm not a taker, all right? So things just became more and more intense. And then I'm going to be honest with you, for the first few months too, I'd go to bed and I'm going, okay, I need to sleep. This body needs to rest. Okay? Ouch. Don't grow long hair. You pull it constantly. Anyway, what happened? I kept having this sort of premonitions over and over again. I'm getting married to him. Okay, there's a white dress. And then I'm being with all of his DJ friends and all his friends and a white limousine coming here. And it's like, why? This fantasy or whatever this is needs to stop. Because I'm not getting my sleep. So I finally put my brakes on after about 5 months. I said, I've had enough. Stop playing head games with me. In the meantime, I would keep feeling him that he was going to stop by or he was going to contact me or whatever. That never happened. So as the time went on, things never got better. I was still blocked from the thing. I did get in there a couple times, but then he blocked me again. And continued to call me stalker. But the only thing I can really get to right now, I'd have to go back in my journals to refresh myself, is just recently, in the last, I don't know, right up until July of last year, okay, I was able to listen to him, but it was on through another radio station. I was still blocked, and I kept asking him over and over again, why am I blocked? Why am I blocked? In the meantime, I'm sitting there, I still don't know. Why? Because I came and gave him his gift back in September of 2016. I'm still a stalker? Like, I mean, get a grip. This guy's full of ego, alright? So anyway, that's what my opinion is anyway. He's full of ego. He thinks he's the best. And sure, he's trying to promote a business and get his business going and stuff like that. So, anyway, he kept doing this show once a month at the local bar and grill place in London, Ontario. And I decided, well, you know what? Why can't I go? It's a public event. Everybody's going to, it's a public event. It's public. Like, people are going to be there. All right? So I went. It was on a Saturday, September 7th. I went. Got all dressed up. I don't want to get into what else I did, but it was nothing bad. It was trying to help him promote his radio station, to promote him and to help out to raise money for his server fund and everything. So I thought, okay, that's what I'll do. So I went, and well, he finally came in about 10:20, something like that. And I went up to give him this posters I had made of KNR, of his radio station, right? I know, I just was slipped up because I'm not supposed to give details of that. So anyway, I turned around and I thought, okay. And he looked right at me with the coldest eyes. I've never seen this in my entire life. I was shocked. He said, why are you even here? I said, because it's a public event. It's a fact, ain't it? And he said to me, I don't want you here. Go, now. I go, why? Because I don't want you here. He says, go or I'll call the police. I thought, okay. So I thought, well, you know what? I'm not a person that likes confrontations. That really upsets me. I'm not like that. So I thought, okay, I'll go. I left. Broken hearted and everything. I said, well, I'm done. That's it. So I left. But in the meantime, I left and I was just totally bummed out. Like, I mean, I couldn't believe it. I said, well, yep, he's going to continue doing this stuff. And during all of this time, too, I don't know the dates before or when or whatever, but I have experienced him. That he's woke me up in the middle of the night. He started to penetrate me. And he would hit the end of me. I don't want to get technical. And I go, ow. And it would wake me right up. It's like, ow. Right? And he would stop. It's like, why is he astral traveling and having sex with me if he's astral traveling? Now, another little bit of tidbit information. There's times that I feel him. And I know he's been around, like in the last 3 years. I know he drives by here a lot. I feel him. I step out there, and it's like the universe telling me he's been here. He's driven by. And there has been times that I've stepped outside to go collect my mail. And everything. Okay, like, I mean, I've caught him, and he just zooms by even quicker, right? As if this is the only street in where I live that he has to go down. I live here, he lives 20 minutes away from me, okay? 25 minutes away from me. Anyway, just wanted to tell you, too, some other stuff that I've experienced with him. Let me think. Just trying to get my brain in gear because there's so much. Anyway, he actually threatened me on his live radio. Continues to call me a stalker. He keeps saying, cease and desist, I want nothing to do with you. But yet, he will still connect with me on the spiritual level. Like, what gives here? Like, this is going on over 3 years, and you're still doing this crap, you know? It's either crap or get off the pot, you know? I'm sorry to say it that way, but that's what I feel. I guess I'm too cut and dry. It's either don't play your games with me or do whatever. Okay? And, anyway, to get back to the story, on July 8th, I sat there at the computer and I listened to him underneath that other radio station that I was allowed to listen to. And he did nothing but slander me more and more. He took 33 minutes out of a 2-hour show and complained about me. All about me. And about me being there. And that I ruined the night. And he wants nothing to do with me. And then he said, had you not come, you know. But he never finishes the sentence. And he's sitting there, that I'm evil, I'm bad, I'm a stalker, and he even threatened me. Oh, and he keeps saying that he's going to call the police on me. He's got everything recorded and stuff like that. And all the notes that I've mouthed him. I have not. I'm not like that. I was tempted to. Right now, if I sat here and thought, he's done so many violations under the radio and television broadcasting thing. He's done so many things wrong. Human rights. Slandered me. He's made me look bad in front of other people. He's done everything. But yet, I try to walk away. And every time I do, and at nighttime when I'm laying there thinking of the reality of things, okay, all of a sudden my phone will ping because I'm thinking of walking away and cutting him off. And he knows it. And to be honest with you, I could destroy him. I know it. I've got his slandering of July 8th. Then, this is another one. Okay, July 12th. I found this link online that you're allowed to use another IP address. It doesn't give you specifics where you're at. Okay, I'm not going to get into the details because I think it's illegal, but I use it anyway. And I went in there. It was on a Friday, January 4th. Told me I'm not an empress. He wants nothing to do with me. That he's going to call the police, have me charged with stalking him. And he just totally slandered me more, right? And he really got nasty. And he even said my name. And I thought, I recorded the thing. Recorded it. I'm totally flabbergasted because I don't even understand, even morally. And he's supposed to be such a spiritual person. A spiritual person doesn't talk that way. I don't care. Like, even me, I know I've got the cord to pull the plug on him. Am I doing it? No. Why? Because I know the universe and Creator will take care of him. Not me. I don't want to have that so-called blood on my hands. No. I've been there. I've stood in my truth of my heart. Not because I wanted this guy. Because I'll tell you one thing. I would never, ever, ever tolerate a guy like this. But to walk away, I've tried it. It's like cutting my heart out of my chest and saying, I'm done. You know, I can't do it. I wished I could. But I know through all my dreams and premonitions and visions and seeing him, and I never said it either, but when I went to London to give him his bracelet necklace, I'm not going to lie to you, he also, the way he stared at me, made me flick back to the time that I was laying on my bed and he was laying on top of me. We weren't having sex. I didn't feel that. Just so much of it. I don't know. I don't know what to do. And right now, okay. Oh, and after that, the January episode of where he told me down. Again, I actually got it recorded. It's on Facebook, but it's unlisted. That's where I like to keep it. It's there so that I've got it, and maybe I'm wrong for it, but the way this guy has treated me. Oh, and another thing too, I don't know, we're talking to women here, and I know that I can say something and feel at ease and not feel like I'm some horn dog or some stupid thing. I don't even know what to say. Oh my goodness. There was a time that him and I, in the first year that him and I were talking, here's another circumstance that happened. That's why I said everything's mumble jumbled. But I hope that you can see something truth here and not over confuse you. I was sitting on my computer chair and I went to move my chair, and you know how we kind of use our butt to slide up? Well, I released involuntarily. I wasn't doing nothing. I was fully dressed. I go, what the heck happened? He was online. I could feel him. He could feel me, and all of a sudden, boom, I release. And it's like, what? And I could feel he was angry. Well, then after that, and he continually, when I do have, okay, involuntary ones, it's not that I'm doing anything to cause them. They're involuntary, okay? I don't have a man. No man has touched me in 9 years, and I don't care. I choose not to do anything. I just save that energy for me for when the time is right, but the way things are going, I don't think it's ever going to happen. But I'm not losing faith, like I said. But anyway, he put it on his wall, on his Facebook wall, saying that I rent my whatever out and wondered how much I charged. I mean, how low is that? Like, I mean, this is a guy that's in his 50s talking like this. And he's supposed to be the owner, manager of an online radio station and trying to promote his own musical business. He's talking this way. And I'm going to be honest, from the time when, over 4 years ago when the radio station first came on, he had it up to a capacity, you know? And it's all my fault that he's lost everybody and everything's gone downhill. It's all my fault, right? But you know what? I'm a little wiser than that. He's got to take responsibility for his actions. I'm responsible. I still don't feel I was wrong to go give him the necklace back in September of 2016. I do not feel guilty for showing up on July 7th of last year to enjoy a night out. Like, I never go out. I don't go to parties. I don't drink alcohol. But that's all that went downhill, you know? And yeah, I'm going to be honest, he still affects my sleep. If he's really in turmoil, I don't sleep at all. I'm laying there and I want to sleep, but I've learned to not be angry with myself. I want to be angry. I'm frustrated because I want to sleep and I can't. And I don't know. And to tell you the truth, after that January 4th of this year, when he slandered me again and told me he wanted nothing to do with me, that I'm a stalker and I'm not an empress, made more threats that he's going to call the police on me and give him all the documents about me and how bad I've been stalking him and all this stuff. I go ahead. Believe me, I've got twice as much on him. But anyway, I'm not doing anything about it. I feel, like I said, Creator will take care of him. The universe will. Because it's all false accusations. It's attention-seeking. He wants. And he also, to be honest with you, he uses the women he manipulates, okay, to defend him. You know? Like, back in that September when I told you that I was in the room and I made all these, I was supposed to have said that he was astral traveling to me. Well, at that time, he hadn't. So why would I make a false statement? Like, I mean, oh, it's just so overwhelming and confusing. Oh, man. That's why I said, even to write a book, I don't even think I could get the facts straight. It'd take me a long time to do it, you know? But I'm just being honest. Like, I don't know what else I'm supposed to do. I'll be honest, since that January of this year, January 4th, when he did all that stuff, he's not been back online. He decided he's going on holidays. But you know what part of me says? He didn't go anywhere. He's still sitting in London in his basement playing with his music. I did. He puts on all these pictures and stuff that he's down sub somewhere. No. In my heart, no. He didn't go anywhere. And I'm not in denial. He's not giving me no solid proof. It's always games and more lies and on and on and on. You know, even when he was in the room, he always paid attention to this married woman. And she's, I'm not going to get into that. But, I mean, she's not all there. She's mentally challenged, I think. And she's getting sucked right into his game to try to get me jealous. Like, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Games like that, you know? It's just sad why they have to be like that, you know? And why do they have to say such hurtful things? Like, I mean, he can't even be a man